Young, Gifted, and Black for 5 reasons. Primarily because I'd had Daniel as a professor before, and I had him for theater history, and I loved his class, and I wanted to work with him more, and I wanted to work with him in his area of expertise. Um, and I'd heard from everybody that Young, Gifted, and Black was just the most exciting class that you could take. Um, but I also took it for another very important reason, is that I have noticed that in America there's been an increasing trend towards racism and towards a much more subtle and malicious form of racism. Um, and it's all sort of began with the election of Barack Obama, and our first black president. And I think that after that happened, a lot of people thought racism is over, and we no longer have to have conversations about race. And I think we've wanted to sort of close that door on our history and stop talking about it, when in fact racism is everywhere, not just racism towards black people, but towards Latinos, towards Asians, anti-Semitism. Um, it's all out there, and it's all embedded in American culture, and nobody wants to talk about it. And I wanted to talk about it. I still want to talk about it. And Young, Gifted, and Black seemed like a place where we could have those conversations. And we did. We really did. We had hard conversations about hate and about where it comes from and why racism is so prevalent in this country and other countries. But and it was conversations that I think scare a lot of people, but they didn't scare us, and we didn't shy away from them for 1 second in this class, and that is extraordinary. It is really extraordinary, and it's renewed my sense of hope, and it's gotten me fired up and passionate. I've been feeling angry this semester about a lot of what's been happening at Fordham, and I was never made to feel like my anger is a bad thing. I was told that my anger is productive, and my anger is powerful, and that my anger could be put to good use. But this class was also joyous, and it was also about a celebration of art, and about a celebration of life, and the ultimate forms of human capability, of what people can do when they push themselves to the height of their ability. We met incredible people. We met people who are challenging themselves, who also have these difficult conversations about race, but turn it into life-affirming art. Yes, Harry Belafonte, the king, but also Helga Davis and Tanisha Christie and Rhonda Ross and Issa Davis and Yoruba Richin, and it was just a life-affirming class. And I just cannot recommend it any more highly. I think that it's incredibly important that these conversations continue, and that these conversations happen in a safe, positive place, like the Young, Gifted, and Black classroom. And I'm going to miss this class. I'm going to miss having these frank conversations, because they don't happen in the real world that often. But they did happen for at least a few months in this class. And I feel confident that I can take what I've learned out into the world and out into my future. And I'm graduating, but I'm so glad I took this class before I did, because it's just given me so much. So take this class.